I'm Brittney Hodges-Bolkovac, and I'm an educator at Lincoln Public Schools. I first heard of the Lighthouse when I was participating in after-school sports in high school. My mom was a single mom working 2 jobs and wasn't able to transport my brothers and I home after school. And so she basically told us, you need to figure it out. So the first week of practice, I asked a girl, hey, what do you do after school? Thinking maybe I could go hang out with her or something until my mom got off work. And she said, well, I go to the Lighthouse. And me being a 14-year-old freshman, I'm thinking the only lighthouse I know is something at a lake with a beacon. And so I said, the Lighthouse, well, how far is that? We don't have a lake by us. And she's like, no, that's just the name of it. So she's going on to explain it to me, like you can play games, you can do basketball. And so it sounded like a really cool place, but I was still confused. And so after school one day, we ended up walking to the Lighthouse. And the first thing I'm greeting with is Christy in overalls swinging the door open, saying, hey, my name's Christy, what's your name? I said my name, and she's like, we give hugs here. At that point, I really wasn't a hugger. I learned to become a hugger. And so gave her a side hug and eventually, opened arms like she's family. So I continued to go to the Lighthouse from middle school all the way through high school. And it really turned into like a second family. You wanted to be at Lighthouse because that's where your friends were. That's where you were able to do activities and really come into your own as a teenager. And you went to school just so you could go to the Lighthouse, right? So not taken away from education because we obviously want our students to be educated. However, the support that we got at the Lighthouse was something that wasn't matched, that we were finding at the school system. And so I think that the Lighthouse really gave opportunities. They opened a window and they really made you want to hold yourself accountable to the actions you were doing. Anyone who goes to the Lighthouse knows that you want to be posted on the Wall of Fame. That's once you graduate or you complete your degree. And once I graduated and my picture's up on the wall, I pursued education at the university. After I graduated, I worked as a tracker for a while. And essentially, I was tracking youth that were like myself. The majority of them came from a single-parent home. They might have had legal trouble, academic or behavioral trouble, and so I was really in charge of monitoring those students. The downside of that was a lot of them dreaded when I came to their house, and I wanted to be that positive piece for them like I got when I went to the Lighthouse. I'm currently a middle school teacher here in Lincoln Public Schools at Dawes Middle School, and recently graduated with my Master's of Ed Admin. My end goal is to be a principal one day of my own school, so I can help make these rules and really help interact with those students who need additional resources or love like I received when I was early on in my career. I believe Lighthouse really does change lives, and as cheesy as that might sound, when I look back at the relationships that I formed when I was in middle school and high school to where I'm at now in my adult life, my car detailer is someone I met at the Lighthouse. My insurance agent is someone who I met at the Lighthouse. And so it's really just, these are relationships and networks that I'll have that expand for a lifetime.